Okay, let's try this review again, because I don't want the computer to turn off on me again. Okay, the first card, the League Explorer. Charge, when attacks, play Depth Charge. Like a lot of people have already said, this card's pretty good. It can work well with the rats. It can also work well with that Justice attachment, where you every time you play an attachment, give your top card +2/+2. It can also work with the Creation Legendary, where when your relic is destroyed, play a random power card from your deck. Or was it a Sigil? I don't know. Can also work well for rats. This is a very good card. Very good early. Late game, not as much. But, yeah, very good card. And now back to this guy. Stealth. Or what? No, the Awaken. Whatever. When he hits the enemy player, draw a card and then discard at the end of your turn. It's an okay effect for its rarity and all. I can see it seeing some play in Expedition. Not sure about Throne, and I'm not 100% sure if the Tomb effect here would actually trigger this. If so, that makes it much better. Test a metal at the end of cursed player's turn. If they didn't play a card of cost 1 or more, sacrifice it and deal 10 damage to them. Otherwise, increase the cost by 1. This is pretty much a crazy game of hot potato with themselves. They didn't play a card. Is it 1 or more? Yeah, okay. So if they don't keep playing cards, they'll eventually, they don't play any cards, then they deal 10 damage to themselves. Repel the darkness, draw a sigil of your choice. One of your units can't die this turn, or put an enemy unit or spell that was played from the void this turn to the bottom of their deck. This third option is pretty much fuck you to reanimated decks, but it would have been better if it was more than one unit. It's just a single unit or a single spell. No, it has to be a single unit because it says unit or spells, so yeah. Lucen's Guide. Stealth, pay 7 to reveal her, to play a useless 2/3 endurance flyer and gain 1 health for each of your units. When she dies, play 2 more. Okay. This is shit. It's a 5/5 with all this extra stuff that's not really that good. This is one of the weaker ones. This will not see any play in my personal opinion. Maybe in some sort of combo deck, but otherwise, it is shit. Okay. This one. Wait, what? Wait. What? A fast relic? And it's green? Is this a glitch or something? Is it meant to be a fast relic? Or is it just... If this is a fast relic, this is the first of its kind. I just noticed that now. Because what else it does here? At the end of the enemy turn, a Waystone gets +1 maximum power. Then if it has 5 or more, sacrifice it to draw 5 cards. Now it makes more sense why it's a 5 cost. Because when I first saw this card, it was like... what was it, 2 cards? Yeah, thanks for letting me know, Blastman. I thought this was kind of slow because for 5/0 max power, and then eventually each turn you gain 1 max power. It's like a better version of that, what's it called? That 2 cost, fire relic where you gain power but you take damage too. So, and here's another neat little thing. You can combo this with that one promo unit, I think it's a promo, the Tinkerer, that when it brings back a relic that you that just went into your void that turn. And since this is a fast relic, you pretty much draw this back, play it on your enemy's turn, and then in the beginning of your turn you sacrifice it again. Or no, not at the beginning or at the end of your enemy's turn. You can technically play it, and then you draw 5 more cards, and then you can keep just drawing cards forever if you have those 2 on the field. Huh. That's pretty fun. Okay, next we got the, if I'm pronouncing any of these, Stellar's Eyes. Summon, you may discard a card to play the Gravel, Lingering Influence, or the Crown Watch Tactic. Oh my god, this is really strong. This literally gives Argenport even decks even more power. And one of the weaknesses they had is they didn't have much void hate. Like, you couldn't really grab the gravel unless you had the what's it called, the Justice Grafter, or even World Broker to try to grab it from your market that way. But this way pretty much makes the, and there's also the that spellcraft weapon, you know, that with this where it can play Vanquish, but it also has the passive can't play cards from the void. This gives so much power and also more ramp because you get to play Lingering Influence, which is draw a Justice Influence and Scout, right? Well, like, this is just insane. This is, you'll probably see this in a lot of even Argenport decks. So yeah. Okay, next we have Arin's Commendations and Condemnation. Huh. Yeah, I don't read a lot of books, so I don't know all these big words. Pretty much kill an attacking enemy unit, you gain armor equal to its attack. Oh man, I want to like this card. I really do, because everyone knows how much of an armory nut I am, how much I want it to be a thing again. But it's just too slow. 3 for like turn 3, I get to be able to use it. Sure, realistically, maybe on turn 3 they'll be attacking with a heavy attack unit, but I feel like something like this can really be a 2 cost. That might sound crazy, but it has the condition where they have to be attacking, right? Like, if it wasn't attacking, then yes, maybe 3 would have been more fair. But I don't know. I'd say just make it a goddamn 2 cost. Jada's Peacekeeper, 3/4/5 stealth. This was one of the revealed cards from the very beginning. When he is blocked or is blocking, you play Justice Sigil from your deck, deplete it, and he gets -4 attack this turn. This is strong, man. Very strong. A 4/5 on turn 3. Sure, if he blocks, he loses all that attack. But let's say they don't have anything on the field, and when he attacks, that's 4 damage right there. And also, when he's being blocked or blocked, you get the ramp. Like, this will be a must in most Justice decks, especially in Expedition. Like, dear God. A little too strong if you ask me. Probably could have, I don't know. Sure, there's no point having 4 attack. And maybe it's also, they also gave it 4, so it has more ways of being killed, like from Vanquish or something. I have no idea. And this one, Dazzling Revelation. Stun 3 attacking enemy units. That's not bad. 2 costs. Stop 3 guys from attacking. It's pretty much useless if those units have endurance. But other than that, good. This is a good card. One way to stop what's it called? Slow down aggro decks. Probably you'll see a decent amount, or very least a market card in Throne. And Iron Ursa, Overwhelm Reckless Stealth with Inter 2, getting +2/+2. Ultimate when you play when the enemy players plays a spell, reveal the bear and negate it. Pretty solid card. It's funny how they have to give a Reckless, because then that would be too strong. It would be like the Daring Griffin all over again. But this is only good for 1 turn, really. And also, if I think about it, let's say if you're attacking with the bear, it doesn't get revealed until it deals damage, so it can still negate a spell until it actually deals damage. My only complaint with this card is it should have been named Mecha Ursa, not Iron Ursa. This literally looks like Mecha Godzilla, but as a bear, right? So, yeah. I'm probably not going to play it that much, because I usually don't try to play Prime deck, but if I did, I guess I would put this in the deck. Okay, next we got a name I'm not going to be able to pronounce. The Unspoken Terror. Pay 3 to deal 1 damage to an enemy. Summon, transform each card with 6 or more in each hand and void into a random card of the same faction. I'm going to say this is not bad, but this is not good either. This could probably be a market card, and at the same time, not everyone's going to be playing decks where their hands are going to be full of big costing cards. Sure, if you're playing against maybe Reanimator, this can probably slow them down a bit, especially if you transform some of the cards they want to reanimate. But at the same time, you might help them by turning to something even better. So, and pay 3 to deal 1 damage to an enemy. I feel like they could have made that a 1, pay 1 or pay 2. Or maybe, I don't know. This is something I would not really try to make a deck for. Or even put in any decks, in my personal opinion. Okay, what else we have next? Oh, we got this piece card. Kill an exhausted enemy. Oh, an exhaust. Okay. That's not as bad as I thought it was, Ned. Killed an exhaust enemy unit with 3 or less attack. So, okay, that's not too bad. Draw a unit from your void. That's still good. Yeah, this is the third mode is what I really hate. The enemy player discards each copy of a spell of your choice from their deck. This is good. If I ever have to deal with this card when I'm trying to brew something fun, this is going to piss me off probably a lot. They'll probably make me discard the spell I need to make the deck work. Or let's say if I'm playing a control deck, there goes all my harsh rules, or my Shenra Speaks. Or if I'm trying to play my Ginyu deck, you know, where I switch, where I reduce my health to almost nothing, and then I switch, but then they make me discard all of that spells. I'm like, a lot of people think the third, I think they're calling them modes. The third mode here is not that good. I think it's the strongest part of the card, and probably is kind of ridiculous. Maybe they should give it a additional shadow influence at this point. So, yeah. Really strong. And there's this new one that hasn't been spoiled, which I saw. Stealth, when one or more of your units use an ultimate or summon... Wait, one or more of your other units. Okay. Use the ultimate or summon ability, Revealed Vine, to have them go get those effects again. So, from what I understand, the ultimate, they get back their ultimate, but this summon ability, does that mean the summon ability gets to trigger additional time? Because I always wondered if they'll ever introduce a card where a summon ability can be used twice. Does anyone know what they mean by that? But like the summon ability wise, those you can get those because it says to have them get those effect again. When I first read it, when I unlocked it, I thought it goes off again, but no. So, yeah, depending on how this card goes, I can probably brew a decent amount of crazy cards to have a summon effect to trigger twice, right? So, yeah, I'll probably see what I can. Oh, okay, and you can. Oh, you know what we go nuts with that? No, wait. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead for this one real here. This motherfucker. Azendale the Mastermind. You can combo with this card where ultimate, at the start of your turn, reveal Azendale to play the top card of each player's deck. Azendale gets +2/+2 for each power played this way. Like, not only this last part here, it's just ridiculous enough as it is. The point is he plays the top card of each player's deck. Like, what the fuck? For turn 5, sure, it could be countered by revealing it. But let's say the player doesn't realize what this could be, and they don't reveal it. They're gonna have a bad day. But at the same time, depending on card you play, let's say the enemy's playing control. Maybe you play their top harsh rule and fuck yourself over, or you play something that makes them where you're forced to sacrifice something. You know, it's still a risk taker, but still, what? God fucking damn it! Why is Azendale having all these annoying cards? And Zian in general keeps getting these strong cards. Fuck, man. Fuck Shadow. Oh, God. That will be scary. Okay, back onto the list. This. Inedible Corruption. Choose even or odd. The enemy player discards all non-power cards with the cost from their hand. Pretty much, this can be a great FU to even decks. Because you can just, they're playing nothing but even cards, so they'll be forced to discard all the even from their hands, right? But I feel like something like this can be reduced to a 3 cost, maybe? No, but your whole hand. But here's the thing. On turn 3, no, yeah, 5. Because turn 3, sure, you pick odd or even. But they could have a handful of nothing but even and odd anyways, and you make them I think the cost can be a little bit smaller, but yeah, thinking about it, it's probably fairer at 5, but it makes it unplayable. But yeah. This card can have potential, but I don't know. Oh, and now this guy. Uh, I'm not gonna read his name because I can't read fantasy names for shit. The Hand of Arcany? I don't know. Charge Valor, kill an enemy multi-faction unit or relic. From what I believe, I haven't tested it yet because I haven't played any of these cards. I'm still gonna have to play around with them. He actually can he kills multi-faction units, but he can kill any kind of relic. If that's the case, then this card is it's just great, just fucking great. This card can say fuck you to Sling decks, can say fuck you to Daiku's Ruin, because that's like that card is like a big fuck you to aggro, because you know, especially with charge. What other annoying relics? Maybe just rant relics in general. It's just this is like a big fuck you to people who play heavy relic decks. I love it, and I probably will hate fighting against this thing. And also with Valor, it's +1/+1 when it's blocked by at least one unit. Like, oh my god, can't wait to play with him. Oh, and this card, Hex Driver. When you play a spell, it gets +2 attack this turn. It's okay, but this can only be good if Armory was actually a thing, because you can then play spell cards that give you armor, and then you get +2 attack. That's how the best way I can see using this card. Other than that, no, this will never see real play, and I can't even say this be good for draft, because when will you ever? You can't even use campaign cards for draft. Not one bit. Not one bit. So, yeah. It's a shame. Now we have this one. Not gonna read the name. Skilled Caster. Endurance. Silent an enemy unit with cost 2 or less, or deal 2 damage to an enemy player or site. I feel like the second ability is gonna be used more. This is another filler. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just ugh. Okay, next we have the final confrontation. Each player choose one of their units, kill the rest. I feel like something like this could be a 4 cost, because each player is keeping one unit alive, and at the same time, let's say you're fighting against a player who has Face Aegis. When you play this, if it works how I believe, all you do is pop the Face Aegis, and they get to keep all their units. You get to lose all, and then you lose all yours. Just like what's it called? One card, the 4 justice 3 cost spell, where you got each player to sacrifice, or one player would sacrifice their units, and one player would sacrifice their hands, depending on who has the most, equal to the amount. I can't remember for the life of me right now. But yeah, we'll see some play in Expedition Throne. If you're really desperate to have some AoE kill, if you're playing in some sort of Haru deck or Justice Prime Plus whatever. And finally, the Waystone Alignment. At the start of your turn, sacrifice Waystone to kill each unit, relic, site equal to the cost. Amplify equal the cost by 1. I feel like if they made the amplify by 1, this can actually be good, but at the same time, no. And the same weakness of all AoE kill cards. If the enemy or units have Face Aegis, it's pretty much useless. Like, all these cards can't be winners, but I don't actually see this seeing any play. But at the same time, I'm not sure if the Amplify will permanently increase this effect, because let's say if you do use this card, and let's say it does go off, you can, let's say you have a way to bring it back from the void. Then you can use the Amplify effect all over again, and then keep wiping. That's one way I can see this card being somewhat useful, really. Somewhat. So yeah, all I can say, overall, this is a good campaign. Most of these cards are actually playable. Usually how these campaigns or expansion sets are, usually 40% of the cards are playable and the rest are garbage. But I can see so much I can see almost every one of these cards being played competitively. And that actually makes me happy. So yeah. Anyways, that's how I feel about these cards. Now I'm going to actually play some games with them. So yeah. Bye. Well, that's the end of this video. If you want to see more in the future, why not subscribe to my channel? But in the meantime, why don't you check out these playlists? And I want to thank my patrons whose donations, big or small, really help support my channel. Anyways, hope to see you in the next video.